Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Going to do some tarot card readings for somebody. So this is going to be for somebody and it will mean something for whoever that person is. And my name's Electra. If you can share, that would be great. If you can subscribe, that would be better. And I hope that everyone is having a very kind and loving and good day. And just do a reading. So this will mean something to maybe someone. It might not mean anything to anyone who watches it today. It might mean something to someone who watches this later. But I just feel to do a reading. Before I start, I'll start with is I keep seeing it's like a silver, like a stainless silver. I think I got this a few last time or the time before. Stainless silver, and it's like gold, but it's like somehow there's golds. The gold is attributed to something to do with a mechanical component, like that's made, like for example, this will mean something to somebody. Mobile phones, a lot of our mobile phones get sent to third world countries and they rip them apart, and in the computerized part of the components of the phone where the actual elements meet and are in the situations that they are, there is gold, like real gold, and that's part of the conductor, the conductor, I think, for correction, please correct me, but it's part of the mechanisms, but it's actually got a real gold component in it. And so I'm seeing it's not a mobile phone, it's something like silver, but it's like silver, like not round, but it's like arced, like an arc, and there's gold, and it's something to do with the gold conduction within the silver. There's a problem and a weakness, and the problem and the weakness, I don't know whoever this means something for. I hope this makes some sense for you. But there's some sort of seal, and the seal looks like an L, but the L's flipped. So the L is up and then along. So it goes up and then along. And there's some sort of conductional failure or something. But there's something about the high polishing of something to make something more sleek and viscosity. No, it's like but the polishing will help something. So whoever that means something for, I hope it does mean something, but I just felt to say it. But it's like you know, someone was trying to put gold on something, but it's not like a gold, but it is like a gold, and they didn't have much gold, and they were trying to be sparing with what they used, but by being sparing, they're also being sparing, but they also created damage. So whoever that's for, I hope it means something. So you have to, whoever this is watching this, my card that I have. So it's really important for you to be strong and stand up for yourself. You have the white horse and charging, and it's like you've got the mask on, like the warrior, like a warrior mask. I used to do medieval fighting and crossbow and archery. Still love doing it. What's it? But and they used to wear the visors like that, and do the actual fighting. But it's like you have to fight verbally, you have to fight physically, you have to go through your own fight within yourself to help go through something. Speak your truth, but make sure you've got all the right information first, because this, I don't know who you are just saying this, but someone's being terribly hurt and someone's being very cruel to somebody. And it's like you feel you have strength, but the strength that you have is this cruelty, and all these other people are getting there and being cruel. I think you're about to find out that there's a situation where there's been baseless claims about something or someone that are not provenable, but you've gone along with it. You've gone along with it. You're about to find out that you were wrong. You won't pay a price, but I think emotionally this is going to show you should have checked first and not gone with what you think or gone with someone else's thoughts. Someone who terribly, terribly ripped somebody's life apart. Whoever this is for, just telling you, is someone and ripping that person's life apart and exposing elements to the outside world and showing people that you think this person is worthless. Not using worthless, show that these other people are saying what they believe about this person on a basis. However, you've gone along with it. That's all I have to say, is you've gone along with it. It was your choice to go along with it. It was your choice to believe in what other people said. It was your choice not to give the benefit of the doubt. At the end of the day, I just want you to remember it's your choice to have gone along with it. And you weren't right. I'm really sorry. You're ruining somebody's life. You weren't right. Colour purple. So someone's favourite colour or someone's colour that they like, the colour purple. We've got a big purple love heart. I'm putting a cloak on us. You've got so much to give the world. Whoever this person is, you will know in the colour purple. Colour purple used to be a colour that was actually for very rich, regal people. And it used to be for people who were in papacy, popes, and also royalty. It never used to be red, it used to be purple. And I think it's called, I might be wrong, Cochineal or something like that. And the purple comes from, it's a sea type of slug, like a snail. And it actually, they put salt on it. And in medieval times, it used to take years, it used to take weeks and months for this dye lot to come out, that you'd be able to actually dye the clothes with. That stunk and smelled revolting, but it used to, the smell sort of came out of it, but the colour that came out of it was a purple. And it was very rare, and it was not a colour that everybody wore, because it was worn only by very wealthy people, and it was a hard colour to create. But you will know who you are. You've got the world at your feet. I keep hearing a Tesla, sorry. There's a Tesla that lives in my street as well. You've got the world at your feet. You've got strength. You've got the ability to change the world. You've got so much you can do to change the world. You've got so many people you can help. You need to start believing in yourself. You need to believe in who you are. You need to stop being, not saying this horribly, I'm not saying lazy mentally, physically lazy, as in, like, doesn't matter if you're going from here to here or here. There's a difference between having a cardiovascular physicality of healthiness. You need to have some of that. It's really important because it's not good. You are in an area that you need to get yourself out of. I'm not saying in a form of laziness, but you are going to things that you would never normally go to and doing things you have not normally done. And I would say this started around 2018, 2017, 2018. Something got you, or someone got you into something that is not good or right for you. It will ruin your life. You've got so much to give the world. It will ruin your life. I'm telling you, you have to stop. If you need some help, get some help by people that you trust. Otherwise, there will be someone that you may go to that might reveal who you are. And you don't need certain people or people to know who you are. You need to get help from people that you trust. You've got the world is your oyster, but you can't keep continuing like this. You are not in a good place. You're not in a good place. You need to get yourself out of this. You are not in a good place. Whoever you are, you've got money. You've got money if you need to do things. There's money there. Oh, and by the way, that was the other card that I had before. So you've got money. There's money there. There's wealth there. There's stability there. You can't keep wondering about who or how come. I don't know why that means I have to say that, but it means something to some part of you. Who or how come. You need to worry about how and what can I do to make life better for my situation and my situation in my life, and how can I make my life healthier and happier, and how can I make my vitality within myself better than what it was to what it is. You need to work on yourself and look within. You need to stop not caring about yourself. You think you're caring about yourself, but you're not caring about yourself. You need to try and dress a little bit more snappy and better, and if you can, because sometimes our emotions show with how we're dressing, how we're feeling, how we're seeing, if we're kept or unkept. There is calm waters in the background, there's calm at tree, but you need to put effort in to make that happen, and you need to try and look after your heart. But you've got to believe in yourself and believe that you can make a difference in the world, and believe that you can be loved and people do love you. But sometimes I think people love you for not who you are but what you have. And I think maybe you think that too, and I think I could have been picking up on whoever you are before in some of my readings. But you need to, you'll know the person who loves you for you. You'll be able to see and know, but stop doubting as well, because there are people that do love you for you as well, and not for what you have. But you've got to, there's a fine line there, but you will know the difference. But don't be mean, be kind as well, and calm, but be kind. And remember, like George Westinghouse, he actually was one of the people in the world he was the first person to actually introduce unionization of businesses and looking after his employees and the people that work for him, and making sure that if anything happened with health, or they get hurt or harmed at work, or they're not being treated fairly and they're being treated unjust, he made sure that his workers and the people that he was with were cared for and respected, and not used and abused, and not underpaid or undervalued, or not have anywhere to go to for help if they need help in medical or anything like that, and not having slave labor laws. He was one of these people, was the first person that actually cared for people, and he cared for people very, very much in a way of, his thoughts were like, I have the money to look after myself and my livelihood, but the people who are looking after my livelihood, they don't have much money, they're struggling, and they were creating his wealth. Smart man. They were creating his wealth, and he thought, what can I do to help them look after themselves? And he created a union for them to join that benefited them, that wasn't benefiting them. I mean, eventually people wanted to fight for things, and fair enough, people do fight for things because people do. That is how the wealth's created. It's not created because it's cheap. It's like perfumery. In perfumery, jasmine is one of the most, with rose is probably the most expensive, but jasmine is an expensive natural oil, flower oil, to derive from the plant. And the mothers wake their children up at like 2 o'clock in India and go through to the fields, and at 2 o'clock when it's very, very cold and things like that, and it's the best time to pick it because it doesn't bruise the plant. And they take their children out because they've got no one to look after their children. They get paid in slave labour payments. Their children are on the ground crying because they want to be not on the ground while their mothers are working, and they're on the ground crying or laying down and wishing I was not there because I don't want to be there. And these people get paid next to nothing while they sell it to the wealthy people in the world and wealthy companies who can use it in their perfumery and things like that. This is how I know it's poor to wealth, but you would never have wealth if you didn't have the people who are actually going to create that for you. You need to start looking after. This is the card I have. The Star. You need to start looking after the people, and whoever you are, there's people who are employed by you. You need to start looking after the people that look after you, that care for what you produce, for your production. You need to start looking after them. If you don't, whatever it is, if you don't want people to have any options and don't want people to have someone to talk to or someone to go to, think about, if you believe in past lives, or if you don't, what would happen if next time you were born and you were the poor one, and you were born in a situation when there was someone who was making wealth from your poverty? I know that happens, and I know that's sort of how people gain their wealth. But try and put some element in there of caring for at least the people that you work for and giving them options. Don't just bite off your nose to spite your face. You need to start looking after people and the people around you. But most of all, you need to start looking after yourself and believing in yourself and who you are. Whoever you are in love with somebody, and there's someone who, this card might mean something to somebody or somebody not, but there's someone who's in love with somebody. It's like they're on a rock far, far away, surrounded by water, and there's like 3 people who are telling you, it's like 3 young people telling you, why not? Why not? Why not? You should be not with that person, and their thoughts, but they're having fun with you because of situations with you. Just work out, what do you really want in life? I just don't feel this person's a old person, as in someone you've dated before or been with before. I feel it's a new person, and it's someone you've not touched, held, or been around. It's a new person that's in your life, that's coming around you. There's calm waters there, but treat the person with respect, care and love, and you've got to stop this drug or drink or whatever you've got around you. You've got to look after yourself if you want to be respected and cared for. It's not about what you bring to the party and how much grog, it's an Australian term, how much grog you can afford to bring to the party and how much else you bring to the party. It's about who you are as a person, your worth, your value, and your stability. And not only that, it's about your commitment of integrity, which is very important. It's about the integrity that you are and have in your life as a person. Okay. It's my last card that I have. It's the Eight of Wands. Okay. Just, there is the right person out there for you. Who this reading is for, you will know. If you feel it's with someone from the past, or don't feel it's someone from the past that you physically met before. We have an ocean, we have the water, and we have a ship, and it's like you can't set sail in your ship and just put up the sail and think, I'll go where this is going to take me, and you've got no way to get out of the rough weather. You've got to prepare yourself, and you've got to prepare yourself, and you want to come off on the best forefront for yourself. Would you sell a car to somebody, a second-hand car to somebody, and want the best amount of money that you could possibly get for your car if you didn't wash it, clean it, and just put it out in the ground, on the garden, outside with a sign saying for sale, looking like absolute crap and wanting the most amount of money you could get? I would say you would say no, because you need to put effort into things, and you need to put the effort in that you can do, and believe that you can do it. You can get there, and you can go through this, but you need to believe in yourself more. You need to believe the value that you have, and do the best that you can do, because I know that you can do better, and I know that you're doing the best that you can do, but I know that you've got that might in you, and that strength and survive, where you can get through more things than you realize. But believe in yourself, believe you can get through it. Let's go to the other set of cards. Where did I put them? I can't find where I put them. Oh, here they are. You need to relax and look after yourself. You need to try and meditate, try and get some relaxation. It's like ADHD. People with ADHD and anxiety know it's like your head gets so fast, and you need like this calm to relax and lay yourself down in yourself. But you need to believe in yourself, but you need to work on being calm. It's innerly, you need to work on that karma tree. You need to work on the divinity within yourself, and start to love who you are within yourself, and believe that you can get through. You can get through things. You just need to believe you can. You believe when you're halfway there. You need to look after your health. You need to look after your inner soul, and you need to look in the mirror and realize how beautiful you are as a person, and people love you for who you are. And people love you for what you are, but not your bad areas where you can actually gut-wrenchingly employ yourself and pull yourself down with things. You've got an amazing quality in yourself. Show and shine that to people, because you're a lovely person. You need to start to believe in yourself more. You need to align and believe in the balance, and believe that you have a future. You can go forward. You have a future to create and change the lives of so many people. I'm going to do one last card. I've got the boat again, the ship again. It's like angels setting sail, angels going forward. Set your spirits high. You can get to where you want to go. We all start somewhere, and we will end up somewhere else. But believe in yourself. You need to have faith in who you are. You can get through this situation. You can get through it. But you need to believe in yourself. And don't be harsh. And if people you think are being harsh to you, or they've said things that you feel are unjust or uncaring, sometimes people are not saying it to hurt or harm you. They're saying it because they care, because they love and they care about you, and they're so upset and they care. Not because they want to be cruel. It's because they care, and maybe you're just taking it the wrong way. That was that card. Again, we have the world is our oyster. You can create happiness for yourself, stability, contentment, an environment that you want. But you need to be true to yourself as well, and be respectful of others, and care about yourself, and be respectful within yourself as well. And believe goodness exists in other people, good people. People are out there, people are kind, there are people who are loving, people trying, but you need to start to believing in yourself. I hope this reading means something to somebody, and my name is Electra. If you can share, that would be lovely, and subscribe. So someone this reading will mean something to, but not everybody. But I do hope that you have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and God bless. And just remember, if you had the best car on the street and you wanted the best price, wouldn't you want it to look the best it could? You wouldn't just put an old car out on the street that's the best car and want it to sell for the best price when you put no effort in. Sometimes it's hard to put effort in, even if you're, like with my chronic fatigue syndrome, even if your effort is being able to get up and have a shower and brush your hair, or just get up and even just brush your hair. That's an achievement. You're making achievements. But you've got to start looking after yourself, not thinking that you're not worthy. You are worthy, you are loving, and you are worthy, and you're special. God bless, side arm, and have a lovely day.